Doink. What's up, guys and gals? So here's the deal, right? So, county line logging, how the hell are you? So here's the deal. So, like every week, I send out the invitations, I text Stevie and everything else. So, apparently there's a couple other chats going on tonight. So I'm gonna wing it. Winging it, Tracy. I'm winging it. I hope everybody had a decent week. Hope the work week didn't suck too bad. And hope everybody's doing well. Because it's frickin' Friday, we all should be doing well. All right. I'm womanless in my house tonight. I have no wife and no daughters. That's the cigarette. Anywho, let's see who's been in and out and who has been here, who came in, and all that stuff. Prepping to endure P2E. Shaka, he was first tonight. What's up, kid? Good to see you. Hello, Guns Girl. Guns Girl K. How are you? Good to see you. Why can't I? Here we go. Frankie made it tonight. What's up, Frankie? Stevie B. What's going on? Good to see you. Glad you made it over. County line logging. What's up, County? Good to see you. Gunpowder Beauty. Hey, y'all. What's that draw? What's that southern draw? Mr. G Mangos is in the house tonight, ladies and gentlemen. How are you tonight, my friend? Good to see you. Frankie, some good news. Some good Second Amendment news out of Missouri. Well, why don't you share with the class? Excuse me. Because I didn't hear anything today. I've been driving and I didn't get I didn't hear everything on my local stuff, you know what I mean? So I have no idea. So I don't know what's going on. I sent invites. Like I said, I sent the invites out. Hey, Big Dog of Leather kind of sent you an invite, kid. It's on your Facebook under your real name. But anywho, so Frankie, I didn't zero good 2A news out of Mass ever. No shit, right? Oh, Stevie decided that he wanted to text me back. That's not bad, Steve, actually. 9:53. I texted him at 10 minutes to 8. That ain't bad. An hour later, he's probably pounding it. You know how he is. Zero. I know. There's never any good news out of Massachusetts. You're gonna shit yourself, Frankie. Monday, I listened to EEI, right? WEEI 93.7 FM, obviously. It's sports talk, right? But in the morning, 6 to 10, they throw a lot of politics in there. So they have your resident, we'll say he's from Cambridge. Anywho, bleeding hot like there's nobody's business. But here's the thing about the guy, right? He struck me funny. He believes in people owning their guns in Massachusetts. He did throw in, he wanted common sense laws. But for a Democrat to say that he wanted us to be able to carry guns and all that was fucking phenomenal, I think, anyway. Pardon my French, everybody. Uncle Cal, how the hell are you? I know you guys are all looking in the chat for Uncle Cal. Uncle Cal's not in the chat. And as a lot of you already know, Uncle Cal will watch this chat tomorrow. So I'm just saying hello to him. As will Trees Blowing. How are you, Dawn? I hope things are well. You're not wearing any pants, Guns Girl, huh? You shouldn't really print stuff like that because you know I'm going to read everything you print. SKS Hugo, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. There's always a but. I know. But listen, Frank, for this state, okay, for this state and look, I'm sorry. I don't think it's a Democrat-Republican thing. I don't think because if you're a Republican, you're a gun guy or a gun girl, and if you're a Democrat, you're not a gun guy or a gun girl. But for him to, us being in Massachusetts and us have predominantly everything's freaking Democratic. But anyways, for somebody like that, a bleeding that, to come out and say that, well, you got to take what you can get, I guess, right? In this state, anyways. This state will never go. It'll never, ever, 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 ever go to constitutional carry, ever. Which is sucks. I don't understand why they can't just get together and bang their heads together there, Frank. Redneck Renegade, the best screen name on fucking YouTube. Two wings of the same buzzard. I know, Frankie. But like I said, Frank, Fun Master Chew 12, how are you? Good to see you. Hope things are well. Considering I don't have anybody in here to tell me I'm going robotic, one of you guys, if I do go robotic, somebody's going to have to tell me, all right? Hopefully I won't, but yeah, it's quite the shame that Massachusetts won't go with the other. How many we got up to now? Frank, I think there's Frankie. What's there like friggin'? Well, look who decided to join the party.
What's happening, Mike?
We're live, by the way.
Yep, I seen that. You want me to go send out your
already did. I sent them out at 9 o'clock. It's now
Sweet.
10. You guys are a half hour late. It's all right. You Digger 57 made it. How can I get lonely on the panel? Stevie made it, Shalisa. P. NASCAR, good to see you, brother. What are we up to for constitutional carry states? Are we up to 15 with Oklahoma?
We were around that.
15, right? I think they were the 15th. So 15 out of 57, because we have 57 states, right?
Yep. And it was climbing, the last word I heard.
Right. 15 out of 50. I'm not really good in math, so I'm not going to give you the percentage on what that is. But if 25 is 50%, 15 has to be, what's half of 25? 17 and a half. Would be.
It was the last time I checked.
So it's just under 25%, right? I don't know. I told you I suck at math. No, I was alone when you were doing your own chat. You was a me. It's all right. I understand. It's all good. It's a pitiful percent. I know, Frankie. I know. 26%. Thank you. You guys, I was close, you guys, right?
But that's more than
wait,
what
is it 26% or is it 26
states?
States.
I hope
it's 26 states. If it's 26 states, that's over 50%. And for where it was before, well, take that. Think about it, right? Am I wrong, Stevie? Absolutely. I'm one of these guys that when you win a little battle, you may not win the war, but you win in battles. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and eventually the English get back in their boats and go home.
Right, but you know what I'm saying though? It's like 25 years ago, 30 years ago, how many constitutional carry states were there?
Yeah, there weren't hardly any.
Okay, and now there's 15 or whatever. All right. So my thing is that, you know, a little by slow, I guess. I don't know. Because we're human. We want what we want when we want it. You know? Right.
And by the way, I got my camera off because I am totally stuffing my face with pizza. I'll turn it on in a minute.
11%, Frankie said. All right.
It only took 3% to beat the British's ass. Right. Just saying.
Mr. Craig Dweller, how the hell are you, my friend? Good to see you. To me, it doesn't matter. I won't comply to 2A laws.
Right on.
To non-2A laws, excuse me. I don't know, Stevie. Look, Frankie's just gonna shoot me right from where he lives, and he's gonna hit the bullet right in my head from his house. I will tell you one thing though, Frankie. To be totally honest with you, you know how those meatballs down there that didn't help the 2A people whatsoever. All right, you know how those meatballs down there in Texas decided they were gonna sit in a fucking Stevie, what were they? Was it a restaurant? Right? Didn't they sit in a restaurant with was one an AK?
Oh, I didn't even hear that one.
Oh, this is a couple of years back.
Yeah, usually that crap, I start hearing the story and I turn it off.
Because they could, right? Yeah. But my point is that when you're trying, right, and then you make national news, you're hurting states like this one.
Well, you know what?
Because they're massive. I'm sorry, Steve, go ahead.
Now Starbucks has a sign in their window. It's a gun with a slash through it.
Yeah.
So what that get you?
I don't know. I don't know why people do that. I just think I don't know, Steve.
I completely.
I think that hurt us. I think well, like a little friggin' democratic state like this one.
Right.
I think stunts like that hurt states like this one, Jersey, because they're saying to themselves, well, I don't want to be going to dinner and having some idiot sit there with a friggin', AK slung over his chair.
Yeah, it's scary to people, and I think it does more damage than good.
Exactly what you
And there's like a big event at the Capitol, or I seen one where all these right to carry people went and cleaned up a park. It was an organized thing, and they were all carrying. That did good. That got people saying, "Hey, these are decent people, and they're carrying weapons. I'm not afraid."
Right. I don't even, Frankie, did they carry on Boston Common when they had the rally? I don't know. It's got to be me. It's got to be me. Do that here. Lose your gun. In open carry states, they still stop and disarm them at gunpoint.
Hey, if the other guy's got guns, why shouldn't the person stop and have guns?
What do you mean by that, Frankie? In open carry states, they still stop and disarm. Disarm who? The guys carrying the
Yeah.
Well, Frankie, that's why I say you gotta fight the battle, not the war. You know what I mean? What would you rather be able to do in this state, Frankie? Be able to go and buy a handgun or a rifle or an AR anytime you want? Without having to wait 6 months for it?
Hey, Mike, I got to send out a personal message real quick. Would you mind? Because typing just don't get it.
Go ahead.
Big Dog Leather, that is absolutely phenomenal.
Well, what does Big Dog Leather say?
He just made me a gun. I hope it's mine. He just made a gun strap.
Oh, nice. Cool. Like I said, I just hope it. I hope it. I'm trying to fucking untie my boots. All this at the same time here.
I still got mine on. My feet are burning up.
I agree, Frankie. I would open carry too in a protest in a big crowd. I agree. I just think, Frank, that this state should ease up a little bit with with a lot of the laws. They shouldn't restrict me. I should be able to go buy an AR. They shouldn't restrict me personally. I should be able to get. If you haven't come, I'm sorry. It's just my belief. Okay. And I know some states you can be a felon and get a gun. I get that. I get all that. I know you can in Arizona. Because in Arizona, a felon who was allowed to carry a gun saved a sheriff's life,
right,
by shooting an assailant that was going to kill a sheriff. That's up on YouTube. You guys can check that all out. But where was I going with that, Steve? Oh, so I think that this state, if you're not a felon in this state, I think you should be able to carry a gun. Period. I don't care what your misdemeanor charges are. I don't give a rat's ass what your misdemeanor charges are.
Right.
I also don't give a rat's ass if it was 20 years ago. Certainly wouldn't give a rat's ass if it was 20 years ago.
Yeah, I think they need to come up with a set time and a set rehabilitation program.
Yeah.
Where they can get back in the mix of things.
Because again, it still doesn't make sense. Okay, so in this state, they don't have to quote unquote have to license anymore. Okay, so and you guys, I've already been through this, but you guys already know I can't get my what do they call it? Okay,
right.
But I can still have a muzzle loader. Why?
Because they're not scary.
I can still fire a fucking projectile out of a barrel of a gun. The fuck's the difference? I mean, geez, would you rather be hit by a 50 cal fucking bullet or a fucking 9
Ooh.
mil?
Ooh.
You know, what do you want to be hit with? Because I shoot you once with the 50 cal, you're done.
I'll take 2 9s, thank you.
Exactly. Take a 9, take a 40 any day of the week. I'm gonna hit you dead center chest with a fucking 50 cal fucking projectile coming out of my mouth. How do you think you're gonna fare?
Nope. Bye-bye.
Guns Girl, I ain't talking shit about Michigan just yet. But anyway, unfortunately, we're not going to solve the problem. Frank, I will say one thing. I am kind of depressed with our state when it comes to supporting the Second Amendment. I'm also depressed when it comes to our state about supporting pretty much anything, except for the walks for hunger, walks for cancer, walks for this, walks for that, walks for diabetes, walks for any other friggin' charitable thing you want to know. I think we're great at that. But when you do, I don't give a shit what, name a protest, name one. I think we suck at them. I may not even agree with what you protest. You know what I'm saying? Name something. I don't care. Abortion, whatever. Name one. And there's not a lot of people there. And when I mean a lot of people, I mean more than like friggin', 1,000. All right, because 1,000 people out of our state, Frank, sucks. Sucks. How many people live in our state, Frankie? You know what I mean? You can only shoot once and probably miss. You're a jerk.
Frank's all wound up tonight.
New subscriber, Jeff Smith, subscribe to your channel. Well, thank you, Jeff Smith. I don't know. I just, just how I feel. So, Stevie.
Yo.
Before I came on tonight, I was looking at, Shalisa sent you over. Great. Thanks, Shalisa. Shalisa's good. Shalisa's a nice young lady. You know what I was looking at, Steve?
What?
Buying canvas. You want to take a while? Guess why?
Did you say buying Kansas?
Canvas.
Oh, canvas. Oh, okay. Why?
I don't see why I can't make a fucking teepee, Stevie.
Yeah, why not? All you got to do is wax it.
It's 4 pieces. You don't even have to. Not this fucking shit. It's like 16 ounce. It's already done. It's already treated. It's fucking mildew retarded. You can't get it mildew. You can't get it. It's you know what I mean? I got to try it at least once. I got to do something, Stevie.
All right. I'm sure building one would be less expensive than buying one pre-done.
Excuse me, Shalisa. I already invited you twice. I invited you the old way, and I invited you to buy Facebook. So don't be telling lies. And this is why I can't stand people from Michigan, Stevie. They lie. Lie. They lie because she has an invite. She has 2 invites. So it's all right. I get it. But yeah, so I don't know, Steve. I gotta try it, Stevie.
Right.
Because like I was looking at those tents, right? And Steve, I gotta tell you, they're a ton of money.
Yeah, no shit, bro. And you can't buy a cheap one. There's no such thing.
No. You either got to steal one.
There you go. Wait till he's sleeping.
It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Oh, you know what you can do? You can do me a favor, will you? Send Johnny an invite.
Am I?
No, I already sent him one on Facebook. Solar.
Oh, okay. They were going off of Spreaker and back on Blog Talk, but I see they were live on YouTube.
He tried. He couldn't do it. That's why I figured they weren't going to do it.
We all told them not to go on Blog Talk. God dang it. Want me to invite them all over here in case they're totally screwed?
What do you mean I know how? No, Shalisa, for whatever stupid reason, I typed in S and your name came up in the invite thing. And then I sent it that way. And then I sent it Facebook just in case that way didn't work.
Well, it's not Facebook. And I never check Google because you say you don't know how to invite me through Google.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said. That night that you and I, we were on, what do you call it there? And we, you know what I mean? We followed each other on, what do you call it? The
Google Hangouts.
Google Hangouts, right? And we still couldn't do it. So tonight, I don't know why, for whatever reason, I just hit an S and, to do Stevie's name. And then your name, and I'm like, what? Oh, click. And I did you on Facebook too.
Oh, nothing there on Facebook. And then you said, well, you went live tonight. So I figured you weren't going to invite me.
Why wouldn't I invite you? I don't care if you went live.
I never check Hangouts because you don't know how to invite me through there.
Then how did you get in here?
Because I checked, because you told me you invited me that way, and I had to see it to believe it. I don't know how you did it.
See,
you don't know you did it either.
People from Michigan lie.
Do not. Only to Ohio.
Right on, girl.
Don't talk about Ohio because big dog leather kind of get you. So, what's his name? I always screw up his name. Far North Bushcraft Lonnie, up in Alaska there.
That sounds right.
He did a teepee top, a teepee out of a regular top. And he showed you on a piece of paper how to do it. And then you just, So I don't know if I want a teepee or a tent. I'm thinking a teepee is probably going to be easier to sew and cut out than a fucking tent.
True that.
And a lot less mathematics, right?
Yeah, as long as you understand pi.
Jeff Smith, why don't you join the club and you can join my club, okay? Because I'm in the same boat you are. All right. Just keep in mind it doesn't make us bad people. It just makes my state and your state sucky because they don't believe in see no invite here. I invited you on Facebook. That's all I care.
Ooh.
Shalisa just sent me a notification. See no invite here. I didn't read it on Facebook. I get the notifications down the bottom of my friggin' what do you call it?
Yeah, I went to Facebook and I typed it to him. See, no invite here.
It's all right. It's all right. I know how you Michigan people are.
I was sending everybody over here.
Store-bought teepees were a fad here for a bit. Huge ones. I know, Frankie, but I just want one for
I went ahead and doubled up on a couple of invites in case the first ones didn't work.
I didn't know that either. That's cool. SKS. Thank you for that information. Steve, did you see that? So Jeff Smith's in the same spot I'm in about carrying a gun. And SKS Hugo told him, he said, some states let you buy your rights back, like Washington. I should fucking
If you're an ex-con?
I should move to Washington. Well, I'm not an ex. Stop that.
No, I'm saying if somebody was an ex-con.
I don't know.
Well, that's kind of like when you get slammed for drunk driving. Eventually, if you give them enough money, you'll get your license back.
Gunpowder Beauty, I invited you 15 million times to my chat. You just never want to come on with me. You just like Stevie. You don't like me. It's all right. I see how you are. Gray Man Outdoors, what's happening? How you doing? But that's great. That's great to know, though, SKS. I wish Massachusetts did that. Yes, Steve, by the way, to what you're saying, SKS was answering you.
Oh, I didn't see it. I just flipped back over on Facebook again.
Yeah. Because I'm sorry, unless you fucking shot somebody in the forehead that didn't deserve it, you should be able to carry a gun. Whatever. But you know what I'm saying? It's just how I look at it. It's just my opinion. I know my opinion don't mean shit, but that's just how I look at it.
Right.
If you weren't, Now, I'm sorry, guys, and all the 2A guys and girls are going to be pissed off at me for saying this, but if you're a diddler, I don't want you having a fucking gun. Sorry. Just sorry.
Okay. Could you give out the definition of diddler, just in case some of us don't know?
Oh, for those that don't know what a diddler is. You know the guys that you see in your post office when you walk in your post office and there's a fucking
big sign?
No, bunch of pictures. You guys still have pictures in your post office for
you know what? I haven't looked. We got pictures in there of local veterans, which is a good poster.
I wish we
I
had
haven't looked for a wanted poster.
Oh, do me a favor. Will you send her a fucking invite before I kill her?
Who? That Gunpowder girl? Yeah, it's already done.
I never went to prison, just committed a felony and got probation. It pisses me off every time I think about it. I know, Jeff, no problem. But, Jeff, I don't know if you live near Arizona, but you can in Arizona. If you're a felon, you can own a gun.
Yeah, I don't think they should hand them a pistol at the gate. I think it should take a minute to prove you're not going back to your old ways.
So anyway, a diddler is like your sexual predators.
Oh, okay.
The guys that have to what do you call that anyway?
Pedophiles.
People like that. Guys that hide in bathhouses and all that shit.
Right.
So yeah, I'm sorry. You shouldn't carry a gun. Too bad. Just the way life is. If you raped a woman or raped a guy, sorry. I don't care. I'm sorry. You don't get one.
Unless you get your nuts cut off, then you can have one.
You know what I mean?
Fuck you.
That don't work. It's here. It's not there. It's here.
Yeah, but that takes away all the drive to do it.
No, it don't. It's in your head, Stevie.
Nuts and eyes.
Yeah.
Tadot 357. I could have sworn you and I were already subscribed. But thank you.
So you like that, Steve?
Huh?
You like that?
Dude, I'm frothing at the mouth and stuff. In a good way.
Well, you gonna fucking show it?
I'm putting a second coat on it at the moment.
Okay, buddy.
As soon as I get the second coat done, I'll show. Well, here.
Well, as soon as you do it, just let me know and I can present it. That's all. I just don't.
Hit him. Hit him.
Here we go. Doink. Now I got you.
Dude, that almost looks 3D.
What does that say?
Be like Ed.
Be like
so
Ed.
Here's the new school Air Force logo on the top, and then on the bottom is the old school Air Force logo.
That's
nice.
Way beyond expectations. I mean, hopes. I expect
Eric,
but
Eric bought me. Well, I traded him that stamp, and then I got the stamp in the mail, and the friggin' stamp's like 3/4 of an inch in diameter, and I'm just looking at it, and I'm like, no, that's not gonna work. No, that's cool. I got the stamp, but Yeah, no, I'm not going to put something that says "Be Like Ed" on it with some little kinky bullshit. No, no, nope.
Right.
It looks excellent.
Almost as good as Mr. Tolley, right?
Almost.
There,
You're getting, dude. You're getting there. You're getting there.
Fuck you,
You're
Mike.
almost in the same ballpark, bro.
Park?
Oh, don't even start with me. Don't even start with me. Did you send? Did you send the blonde with the brown roots a fucking invite?
Oh,
She's
I'm not
gonna
even
kick your ass, and I'm gonna laugh.
So I'm kind of hoping.
Your head's gonna look like that coffee cup.
No shit, right, brother?
Oh.
Any word from Stump? I sent Stump one.
He has no internet at the moment.
He has no internet.
We
his router took a shit.
Fucking routers suck lately.
I was talking to him earlier, and he said he was calling CenturyLink, but yeah, his router took a shit.
Nice.
Painting white letters on black leather is a real pain in the dick.
Hey, Gray Man Outdoors sent you. Hey, Big Dog of the Leather Kind. Gray Man Outdoors sent you a note in the outside chat there.
Knife was going to send you, ended up broke. I'll send you a different one. Cool, man. You got my address. Just send me whatever you need. We'll get it figured out.
Yeah, so Steve, back to the canvas, right? It's a lot of money though to buy canvas.
Is it?
Yeah.
You mean treated good canvas is a lot of money, or okay.
Yeah. I mean, I can go to Home Depot and buy a drop cloth for you
can get some pretty.
And then treat it myself. I can treat it myself too, though.
Right.
Now here's what I was told. Maybe you guys can help me out and tell me if I was told wrong. So if you want to treat something, but I think once you do this, it's no longer breathable. Anyways, if you want to treat something so it doesn't get mold and mildew, I was told if you went to Home Depot, wherever, what's the other one?
Lowe's,
and bought a painter's top, the cloth painter's tops, right?
Right.
And you bought yourself a fucking roller and bought yourself a gallon or two of fucking any type of oil. Crisco, it doesn't matter what oil it is. And I was told if you roll that shit on there and put a couple coats on that, A, it would still breathe, which I don't understand how it would still breathe. And B, you won't get mold and mildew on it.
I don't see how it would breathe.
I highly recommend not using any kind of vegetable oil because vegetable oil will get rancid and cause rot.
So that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Vegetable oil stinks when it goes bad.
Yeah. So I would think oil.
Oh.
Because Stump's not here, you got to talk like him? What the hell?
Pine tree.
I just let me see. I mean, you could use. Hey, listen. There's so many different for what Gray Man. Oh, Gray Man. So here's the deal, right? So I'm looking into wall tents and stuff, right? And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I can't afford a wall tent. Even the small one. The smallest one is like fucking $600, $800, $700, whatever the hell it is, right? So I came up with a brainstorm, just do my own. Because a guy on YouTube, Lonnie from Alaska, Far North Bushcraft, I think that's his. Anyways, he did it with a what do you call it top? Regular nylon top.
Right. Yeah, you go out there with a big old blue teepee.
But the thing, and by the way, he did his. He didn't sew his. He did his with Gorilla Tape. But and he still has a stove in it and everything. It's unbelievable. Anyway, boiled linseed oil, Frankie says.
The only thing you got to do with linseed oil is it has to be, the tent has to be put up and bone dry before, I mean, after you put the linseed oil on, you have to put it up and make sure it's bone dry before you fold it up and put it away, because linseed oil, if you put it on a rag and wad it up and throw it in a corner, it will spontaneous combust.
Yeah, Triumph screen print. I saw that. I commented on it. If you see it, I commented. I said, "Nice job." I wish I could sew because it'd make a teepee. He did a great job. Carolina Chris, you guys did a on a Wayland tent. He went and he got some canvas out of Harbor Freight, and he made a Wayland for you guys. You can look up Wayland tent, but that's what he made out of it. He did a great job with it too.
You mean it's a country music tent where Waylon Jennings can come
Not
play?
Wayland as in Waylon Jennings, no. Wayland as in WHELEN, I believe.
What? Oh my God! Never mind. Nope. Just
I don't know how I said I don't know how it's spelled. What the fuck?
Aim for effort.
Do you know how to spell Wayland tent? It is WH, by the way. That much I know.
I would say A
No,
L I N, not E.
it's WHE. I know it is. So say
Wayland?
sorry, asshole.
Sorry, asshole. Yeah, you are a sorry asshole.
Yes, I am. I wonder if you use Fix and Wax. I don't know what I could use, Jeff. Wayland, WHELEN. So, fuck off, asshole. I spelled it right.
Well, that's one. That's one, Mike.
But you do lose breathability. Triumph said, if you wax it.
Yeah, wax I can see because it would clog the pores.
It would
Oil would
seal
soak into the fabric and then leave the pores more open.
So let me ask you this, because I've seen some of these nylon tents come with a liner. That's, of course, everything's extra, right? For those nights that it's going to snow, there's already moisture in the air, and then you're going to have a fire inside your tent, which you're going to, you know what I mean? You're going to make it rain. I wonder if you could just make a fucking liner for it, right? I mean, take whatever and just make a liner out of it. You know what I mean?
Or stay in a cabin. That kind of takes the hoop out of it, don't it? Yeah, I really like that tent dry spray, but man, that costs you an arm and a leg to do a big old canvas tent.
Because I'll tell you, these guys that do I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it without it fucking raining on all this shit. These guys that turn their ice shanties into they put a wood stove in there,
right?
And they use them for winter camping, for hot tenting. Those things are like fucking rubber. I don't understand how the fuck.
I don't know.
They're in there and their shit's not getting wet, because I'm going to tell you something. When we had a window open and half the door was open, we had a heater in it, and then we had we were cooking up the beer chili when we went ice fishing. When I was with NH Strapper and all them,
right?
And it was fucking raining in the tent.
Well, you were also cooking stuff with steam.
Yeah.
You know?
They make that stuff you can spray on your shirt, your jacket, your tent, and be rainproof.
So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see if the wife will give me a hand. Maybe I'll, because I figured if you do with the teepee, right, it's only 4 cuts, I think. I think that's how long he did his.
Hmm.
And I'll just have her sew it. And then what I'll do is I'll buy maybe a little small a smaller top, and you cut that up, and then cover the, because if she's she's gonna make a seam out of notice how I said my wife's doing this, not me, right? She's gonna make a seam as when she sews it. Then I figured that I would come back and then just sew a strip of canvas on top of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I haven't done it just yet, Triumph, but it's one of my. It's not even a bucket thing list where I just want to do it once. I want to do it like a lot. You're safe, but tonight I can't join. Mike even tried on hubby's phone. Stupid technology. You can't use the link that I sent, that Stevie sent you in Facebook? I mean, yeah, the pain in the ass is, you're forever cutting wood or what have you, but I mean, that's part of the.
Well, if you're going to have a spot to go camping, you could go out there in the fall and the summer and
Absolutely, and prep it all.
Wood and stack it up.
Yep, cache it. Some guys do that. There's a guy that hot tents in New York, up on Indian Lake. I'll think of his name in a minute.
Oh.
All right, maybe a couple of minutes, but he's there all through all seasons, and that's how he keeps his wood. And he's the guy that I told him a while back. I told you I never knew there was a mechanism, a tool that can tell you the moisture inside the wood.
Oh yeah. Actually, I should have one, but
so what he'll do is he takes it, sticks it in the end of it. Oh, I can use this. Okay. Triumph says if you set up on the snow starts melting your floor and makes a bloody mess. Yeah, that's why a lot of the guys shovel it, or they mat it down, and then they have to. Once you mat it down, a lot of people are saying these guys mat it down with their snowshoes, and so what they're saying is that as you walk on it, you mat it all down. And then you got to let it sit for like a half an hour, and it turns into concrete.
Yep.
I just know this because of what's been told to me. Trying Steve's link, went through all options available, and messing with it no good. Sorry, man, we tried. All right, I get it. I'm going to tell you right now, if I see you on Steve's chat tomorrow night, it's going to be a war.
Well, Saturday night the frequency is different.
Of course it is, because it's in Michigan. It's all right. I understand.
That could be something said about that. Being closer.
Really? Well, not for nothing. You're on my chat, and you're from Michigan.
Oh yeah.
He's from Ohio. He's on my chat.
But I'm on a big boy computer. She's on one of them little wimpy phone things.
For fuck's sakes.
There you go, Gray Man. Take a tractor out in the lake and plow a clear area. Bingo. That'd do it. But one of these days, it'll get done. And I saw a banana head today, ice fishing.
Really?
Yeah.
On my way home tonight, I had about 8 feet of open water on the shore of my lakes, right close to me.
Yeah. This is how it was when I saw him. He was Stevie, and I'm trying to figure out how we get out there. I pulled over in the breakdown lane, Steve, because I couldn't believe I saw him out there. Because he's right off 95, right? This pond goes right off 95. I pull and I'm looking at him. I'm like, he's going in. He's going in the friggin' water.
Right.
And I go, I don't give a shit if it's March or not. The water's still freaking cold. You know? And I'm looking to see how the hell he got in the ice.
I don't know. I've seen them yahoos lay a plank out there to cross the open water and tiptoe out there. It's good. Come on out. It's like, dude, you're on a free floating piece of rotten ice.
Thank you, Craig Dweller. Remember I told you a couple of minutes ago that I'll think of that man's name in a minute. That's always up on Indian Lake in New York. Well, Craig Dweller just named it. J. Kelly Nolan. That's who does. He's got that little tool that tests the moisture in the wood and all that. He's got some great videos. You're absolutely right on that, Craig Dweller. As do you, sir. Gray Man. Oh, yeah, you're up north. He's still got 2 feet of friggin' ice. We ain't on the ice. Craig, well, you got no ice.
I don't think our lake got a foot thick this year.
Oh, we had ice out here. My the ice that's only, well, it's about 70 miles away. No, not from here. Yeah, about 70 miles away. They had well over a foot of snow. I mean, a foot of ice on the lake. Of course, it's a small lake. It's not, Lake Ontario. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, yeah, maybe we did, because somebody said that Lake Superior was about 90% frozen. And that lake usually don't freeze unless it's like kill you cold.
Yeah, put that over there and not fuck with it anymore tonight.
Sure.
I know. Sure. The problem is I'm going to, in 2 hours, I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to put another coat on it. Fuck.
Yeah, I figured as much, Craig. He said the ice out where he is just about done. You're just looking to go in this late around here.
All our lakes, our lakes got that rotten, dull finish to them right now.
Yeah, it's called soft ice.
Yeah, it's basically slush.
I texted Working Class Woodsman because he put a video out about ice fishing, and I'm like, dude, where the hell are you ice fishing? He goes, right where we went. I'm like, how thick's the ice? He said it's thick, but the problem is it was getting soft.
Yeah.
Once it gets soft, it doesn't matter if it's 5 feet thick. You're going in.
Yep. Something is.
You know. But it's. And not for nothing, when it gets soft, Steve, doesn't it seem to be more jagged and more rough and all that?
I know it's harder to, all bumpy.
On your line. Yeah.
Yeah, it's harder to drill a hole in it, too.
Well, just wait friggin' 2 weeks, and well, I know around here you wait 2 weeks, and 2 weeks. Let's say the 22nd. April 1st or April 2nd, I believe, is the I can fish for salmon in New Hampshire.
Right.
I bet you do gunpowder. It sounds like a personal issue that. She is so damn lucky she didn't say that live. How would a sudden say it?
Oh, Lord.
Like flies in a cow shit pile.
Guns Girl said some drunk guy in Lake Sinclair was trying to get his stuff out of the truck as it was going down.
Dumbass. Thin, soft, and wimpy. Stevie, I think Shalice is trying to tell you something. But anyway, yeah. So it's that time of the year. It's almost that time of the year for. Actually, they already left, right? Correct. Well, do you think they already left? The guys and girls are going to be doing the AT. They probably already left by now, right? Oh, they're just starting to leave.
The mountain hike thing.
The mountain height. Do you know what the AT is? You numbnut. The mountain height thing. What is wrong with you?
I don't know.
The Appalachian Trail.
Yeah. Does it start up by you up in the mountains?
It starts at Springer Mountain down in Georgia.
Yeah, the mountain hike thing.
And it ends at Mount Katahdin. Goodbye, Big Dog Leather. It ends at Mount Katahdin in Maine. It's like 21, 22 something 100 miles or whatever. Something to that effect. Please don't quote me on it. I'm quite sure Craig Dweller can tell you the exact mileage on it. Steve, am I still here?
Yep.
Because you know what? I just lost the outside chat.
Uh-oh. She's breaking down, Scotty.
You know what the sucky part is, Steve?
What?
It won't let me go back to the outside chat. Like I tried to open up another window with Chrome.
It's saying no.
Apparently. Steve, you text me if I lose you.
Okay. HRM Weapon said he's got a scrap pile of internet devices that crashed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find. Whoops. I'm back on the thing, Stevie. Yeah, Craig Dwell says a lot of people have started. That's cool. That's something, though, huh? Jeff Smith says the AT is 2,190 miles.
Wow.
Of hiking. That's a fucking jaunt.
Shit, 90 miles would kill me.
An absolute jaunt.
I did a 26-mile marathon one time, walk. Was it
on flat ground?
Yeah, through the city.
Yeah.
And a little ways past the halfway point, it felt better to run than it did to walk because my hips were hurting and my back was hurting, and I was a young kid. It was for muscular dystrophy or something. Where you get sponsors and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Man, that was a long walk.
If I didn't smoke like a goddamn stack, I'd probably hike more. You know. Not the way, like, if you guys, by the way, if you guys, I know there's a bunch of new people in my chat here, but Craig Dwell's not new to my chat. But for those that don't know, go check him out. He does hiking, he does ice fishing, he does canoeing and fishing, he does it all. Go check out his channel. Does your gear reviews on the equipment that he has. But yeah, anybody that can do all that has the time, and you can go do the AT or the PCT. God bless you.
Right.
That's just a grueling. Every once in a great while, I'll see them. Like when I was working for my other job, and I was always up in that area. You'll see the through hikers, and some of them get lost, or they get off trail, or they got a ride, and they're just coming back, and they'll thumb. I picked up one time. I said, "You a through hiker?" He says, "Yeah." How'd you guess? Let's get in. He said, "The trailhead's right." I said, "Yep." I said, "I'll drop you off, no problem, bud."
Right on, Gunpowder Beauty. That ain't happening.
What's that?
She said, if I didn't eat so damn many cupcakes and probably hike more and give up drinking and smoking, but that ain't gonna happen.
Well, giving up drinking's easy. Giving up smoking's the sucky part. Although I did watch a few, because during the summer and spring and that, I'll follow a couple of hikers as they do the AT. And there's people puffing away.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, really? I go, have they hit New Hampshire yet? Because I'm like, holy shit. Because some of them mountains up there are just... You know what I mean?
Yep. A little steep, a little high.
But I mean, you're not running up them either. I mean, you get gas. Don't misunderstand me. What happened to Big Dog? Is he not coming back?
Apparently not. Probably spilled his paint or something again.
I know, right? And you can't just, like, even me, right, Stevie? I don't know about you, but you going hunting and stuff, and you feel it. Like your first day hunting.
Oh yeah,
you feel it, right?
Yep.
And it's like, oh my god,
dude. When I used to hunt at least 3 to 4 to 5 days a week. By the end of winter, I was in such great shape. It was phenomenal.
Yeah. And when I hunted a lot around here, and you guys know I go to Maine and everything, and one of them, well, some people laugh, they don't even call it a mountain, but one of the, there's a mountain right near us. It's only like 2,900 feet, almost 3,000 feet. Nothing spectacular, but some of it goes like this, some of it goes like, but it's a trail though too. It's not a, I'm not walking on rock. You know what I mean? It's a trail. It's not. But when I go off trail and I go into the woods, I'm still walking like this.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you something. Why is it, Steve, when I'm walking up the road trail and it's like this, I'm like, fuck, right? But then when I'm in the woods, I don't like, it doesn't bother me.
Probably because you can't really see the big picture. You're going from tree to tree rather than a quarter mile straight up the road. Right, Frank? No, I was more scared of my ex than I was Sasquatches. I would have took a Sasquatch in a heartbeat compared to that.
Oh, really? Shalisa? See, now I can't. I would love to go hiking in the winter, Shalisa. But you know what I can't do? I can't. You know why I can't do it? Because in the cold, with the cold wear on the inflamed lungs, yeah, they don't mix.
I'm telling you, one of those little dust masks.
There's some of my old videos where I'm out hiking and you don't see it, but it's 20 degrees out.
Right. As long as you're moving, you're good.
My 13 Facts About Me video is like, I think, in the teens on it.
Really?
Was that the one you sat beside yourself at the bench?
Oh no, that was a year later. That was 20
Oh.
degrees.
Yeah, that looked kind of cold, that one.
Whew. And the road was closed, so I had to hike in.
Right.
I was gonna cheat and drive up nearby that bench to shoot that video.
And I'm sure you did the right thing too. Like, so right around hunting, right before I go to Maine, right? So like the last 2 weeks before I go, I do my best to lay off the Pepsis and the Mountain Dews, and I drink a lot of water.
Best thing you do is wear your boots around.
I do. I wear boots every day. But, but it helps with the cramping, and you know, helps me anyway. But I think this spring I'll try it. We have a little mountain up in New Hampshire, right near us.
Holy, speaking of the devil, look who just popped up.
Who's the devil? Mr. Tolly. See, Big Dog Leather ain't here. You know why? Because Mr. Tolly's here.
Maybe it's his lost illegitimate son or something.
Great to see you, my friend. So anyway, it's it's small. It doesn't hurt. It's like a beginner's. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. All right, HRM. Now it's getting a little thick there, buddy.
Mount Major in New Hampshire.
How you doing, Mr. Tolly? Nice to see you.
Yeah, great, man. I got one. I am amazed, though, Steve, on how many people get lost while they're hiking.
Right.
Especially with the technology that you have today.
Yeah. Well, me and my flip phone, I got to watch out when I'm mushroom hunting, serious mushroom hunting, because I'm looking at the ground, just kind of wandering around, and I'll look up and have no clue where the hell I am.
Yeah, but Steve, do what a hunter does. I'm quite sure you've done it. Take the tape with you.
Take the what?
Stop and tape a tree every once in a while.
Oh.
Yeah, hunters do it all the time.
Hell no, that stops me from looking for mushrooms.
Yeah. Besides,
and plus my tape trail would be all spiraled, zigzag, and roundy round, tree to tree.
how are you gonna remember where the mushrooms are if you ain't paying attention to where you are?
You know what I'm talking about, Steven. I'm talking about walking in from your vehicle to where you're gonna hunt for the mushrooms. You know what I'm talking about. You never set a flat. You never took orange tape or blue or yellow, whatever the fuck color you got, and like if you had a tree stand or you whatever, and tied it on a branch.
No, the only time I ever do that is when I'm blood trailing.
Huh?
The only time I use tape is when I'm blood trailing.
Really?
In my area, because I know my area. I'm talking about some woods I don't know where I'm at. Yeah, I'll tape a trail.
Oh, you got a Hawkins kit? That's awesome, Gray Man. I got a inline. I got a Thompson Center. Quite well, knowing how to read a compass is fun to learn and good to know. Yes, it is.
Right.
And they have classes for free to boot.
Picked up 3 this last week. Holy smokes.
But it's dangerous, though, Stevie. If you ever watch and you read the newspapers, I'm quite sure you've seen the people get lost and hurt up on the.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
Slip on.
going to a new area, it's very important to pay attention to where you're going.
I remember I was watching a video of Mega Woodstocker. He calls himself the Walker. Good guy. Real good guy. Anywho, he was walking with poles one day. The snow was probably, I don't know, 3 inches deep or so, 4 inches deep. He had what do you call it on the bottom of his shoes? Grip-ons, however you want to call it.
Cramp-on.
Thank you.
Cool, Triumph.
And somebody broke his cannolis. There's a $30 satellite tracker that needs no signal. Well, that's cool. Steve, what the hell was I saying?
Guy walking with his poles.
Oh yeah, Mega Woodstocker, right? So he, so this guy, you know what this guy commented on his video? Why do you feel the need of using poles? I'm like, are you kidding me?
No kidding. What was the guy's point?
You're out there by yourself. Well, this guy was, anyways. He's not close to home. He's not close to, people. But can you imagine just like asking a dumbass question like that? Because if you think about it, Stevie, that is a dumbass question.
Sure.
I mean, even when I go hunting, I tell my wife where I'm going, and then because she in one ear and out the other,
yeah,
I always text my brother. I say, hey, I'm going hunting. If I don't text you once the sun goes down, come find me.
Please. There's a 50 in it for you.
But I'll tell you though, every time I go, I text him back. He's all right, thanks, cool. I don't know. I call it being proactive, Stevie. I don't know what you guys do when you guys are out looking for mushrooms or fat wood or hunting when you, like you said, when you were hunting 3 or 5 days a week or whatever. But
right. In my hometown area, the acreage is small. I've been there a million times. I know it like the back of my hand, like my backyard, literally.
Right.
And I'm not worried about it. But if I go up north or something, you might walk 20 miles before you hit a road.
Hey, Mr. Tully, I'm sorry, Steve. Mr. Tully, you want to jump on? Yeah, and that's what I mean, Stevie. But there are those people that, look at Norm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd like to find out. They're up in the middle of nowhere, right? Do they carry satellite phones?
He does an emergency.
That's what I mean.
Emergency, yeah, for emergencies.
Okay.
Emergencies.
But if he was going to go up and maybe add a new line, right? Add a new trap, whatever the case may be, right? I am quite sure, right, that he had everything under the sun in his pack, right? And I'm willing to bet he'd probably go with poles too, no? Or at least one.
Oh, he's probably GPSing his way there and back.
Right. I mean,
plus making landmarks.
Yep. Hang on a second here.
Yep.
Get Fat Man Tolly on the panel.
Whoop whoop.
Mr. Tolly.
See if he's got any better reception.
Depends on if he's at home or on the road. If he's typing in the chat, he's probably at home.
Good for you, Gray man. You got some. He's got the other two CVAs ready to shoot. Awesome.
Oh, yeah, that's why I was late today. I was working on a new rifle.
Oh, were you?
Yep.
What are you working on?
Actually, two. I bought a whole bunch of parts for some more ARs. And all the spare parts, I was able to build one for almost free. So.
Now, which one is this chambered in?
5.56. You know, the regular old AR-15 round.
Yep. And that way there it gives you obviously for your reload.
Yep.
Make life easy.
What's the name of my muzzle loader? CVA.
I don't know. I got a Thompson Sauna.
I can't remember the name of it. It's the lowest price stainless steel CVA you can get. Optima, I think, maybe.
Is it inline?
Yeah, very low maintenance, very easy to operate, and so far very accurate.
Yeah, the inlines I think they're the balls.
Yep. And it was one of the cheapest stainless steel muzzle loaders you could get into. Name brand. I mean, they had some Chinese models that were a little cheaper, but they were junk.
I think the only thing better. I think the only thing that I would have loved, other than the muzzleloader I have, is if they had a thumb hole in the stock.
Right.
My buddy, I just like that, you know.
You can buy thumb hole stock and switch it out if you want, you know.
I don't have the tools to do that, Stevie.
Sure you do. Big long screwdriver. It's all it takes. You know, one of the big ones. Yeah. One of them big ones that you usually use for a crowbar.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
What, just take the pad off and go that way?
Yep. Yeah, that's where the screw is, down through the center of it. It's either a big flat
or a
screw.
Phillips?
It's usually a big flathead screw.
Okay.
Or you need a long socket extension. It'd be like a 1/2-inch nut. One of the two. That's all it is. One screw. Zoop, zoop. Done. Thumb hole stock.
Nice.
Yeah, just punch in thumb hole stock for your brand of rifle, and it will probably pop right up on the internet.
Yeah, I got the Thompson Center Impact. I love that fucking gun. I absolutely love that gun. I'll see if I can get it on. All right, yeah, cool, no problem, buddy. Oh, Mr. Charlie's got a lower. Waiting for the other parts.
Sweet. See, I'm the other way. I got the other parts. I got to wait on the lower because, you know, rent's doing stuff out of this paycheck. Damn bill. And I got to get I still got to get my taxes done.
What's a good muzzleloader for a beginner?
That's what I was talking about, that CVA.
Yeah, CVA, anything. Listen, I'm an inline guy. So
it takes the shotgun primers.
Yep. I think that because because the brake barrels, I think, are a lot easier to clean.
Yep.
Most of them today are all rifle barrels to begin with. So they're pretty much a fucking rifle.
Pretty much.
You can get them out there. And I use pellets. Mine takes pellets. Now, you will find some that don't. You know, they're still doing the powder. But mine is pellets. Pellets only, too.
I can't believe it says pellets only.
Yeah.
That seems
Remember, I told you that. Remember?
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, that's what I would do, Gray Man. Do exactly what's and exactly what Stevie said. But yeah, I would do it that way.
Yeah, compared to my old-fashioned one, mine is so easy to clean now. It takes 2 minutes, done.
Yeah, because and then you're pushing everything out instead of pushing everything in. Think about it when you're cleaning up. Think about it, right? You're pushing everything in. Yeah, you're saying, yeah, you're going to come out because it's on the rut. Nah, you get your inline. And I'm going to tell you something. You go to the store to buy all these fancy schmancy fucking cleaners and everything for your muzzle loader.
Hot soapy water.
Boiling hot soapy water.
Yep.
You know what I do? That's it. Then I take my cotton pads that you buy, and I take my ramrod, and then I'll clean it out. I'll make sure it's drier than in the Sahara Desert when I'm done. And then I'm done.
Well, another reason for the boiling water is so it steams off real quick.
Yeah.
It kind of almost dries itself.
Yep.
Testing 1 2.
Did I lose you, Stevie?
I don't think so.
Mr. Toller, you're muted, brother. You got to unmute yourself. There you go. How are you, buddy?
Can you hear me now?
Perfect.
Can you hear me?
Yep. How you been, my friend?
Well, I've been kicking.
All that matters. It's good to see you.
You know. Sucks. I've been off work since middle of January.
Oh, really?
Yep. Screwed up my shoulder. I can finally get it up in the air now.
That's important.
It is when you're trying to get into a semi. Hi, Shlisa.
Right.
I wish you were here about 20 minutes ago.
Why?
Big Dog of the Leather Kind was here.
Uh-oh.
And I'm forever breaking his balls. And I tease him. I go, oh yeah, all the time. Ask these guys, I'll tell you. And so, I'm so good at it now. He says, "Now, Mike, I made this, da da da. And now I know it's not Mr. You know, I'm not up to Mr. Tolley's standards." I goes, "No, you're not. You're not there yet." But no, he does good work. I don't know if you're familiar with his channel or not, but
oh yeah,
he does good work. He does really good work, and I just like to break his balls. But
yeah, we've emailed back and forth a couple of times.
Yeah, he does a great job.
Yeah,
he does a great.
He does a lot more carving than I do.
Yeah,
I can usually
do a lot more carving than I do now.
I'm still watching your series you just put out.
Which one?
The one with the newest one. I'm on part 2 because I'm trying to catch up with a bunch of people, and it's just so hard to. So what I've been doing is on lunch. I've been taking lunches. I'm like, you know what? I earn a half-hour lunch. I should be able to take one. So I park the truck. I kick back. I put my feet in the dash, and I watch videos.
Yeah,
There you go.
if I kick back and put my feet on the desk, I'd be in nappy nap time.
I do that afterward. I do that when I leave there and before I start at FedEx. I take the nap. But you have to.
I'm hoping to get back to work here in a couple of weeks.
Well, that'd be good. Just in time for decent weather.
Well, at least I missed the worst of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you guys had some friggin' rough weather out there, didn't you?
We had the month of February. We had over 3 feet of snow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And didn't you have some weather like in the negative 40s or something?
Yeah. Got friggin' cold.
Are you in Minnesota or Wisconsin or
Minnesota.
Up there in Ebo?
Southern Minnesota.
Hey, Zach Hawkins.
Yeah, Ebomi's up by Duluth there.
Yeah. Boy, if I had to pick a
He's
place
up north.
to live, I don't think that'd be it.
Well, been here all my life.
No, the state's wonderful, but where Ebomi lives, right off the lake there, in that screw that.
Yeah, right up by the big lake. It gets freaking cold up there.
Yeah, and windy and stormy and
the lake effect snow.
Yep.
What do you get, an inch? What are you kidding? You never been on a lake, have you?
All February it seemed like it snowed every other day, and it was like 3 inches. We got a foot the one time.
Yeah, I watched. I was watching Joe and Zach.
Joe and Zach, yeah.
You know, Joe and Zach. What do you call it? Channel there, and he was saying it's fucking snowing again. It's fucking snowing again.
Yep. I think he lives right up by the Twin Cities.
Yeah. And then he has the place way up north, almost on the border.
Yeah, the tent.
The tent. Yeah.
And he's got a place in Cloquet.
Yeah, is that his girlfriend?
So he's got 2 channels.
Yeah, he's got
2 channels.
Right.
Yeah, Northern Seclusion.
Northern Seclusion. Yeah. I got to go check back on his videos. I want to see how his dad's doing. His dad had to go in for a procedure.
The last one I saw said his dad was doing pretty good.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Spending some time out in the workshop a little bit.
Well, that's good.
I think his dad's pretty getting up there ways.
Yeah, because he's my age.
Yeah,
so it has to be. I think he's a year old. I think he said it on one of his videos. But I think he's a year older than me.
Same age as I am.
Yeah, he's a year older than me. He's like 53 years old. So.
Oh, yeah. I think he's about the same age as I am.
Yeah.
I'm a couple of years older than you.
Yeah, I know. That's why I invite all the old people on here so I can feel young.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. I can join ARP next month.
Oh boy,
I can join up now.
No, you got to be 55, don't you?
No, you can join. I just don't think you get the full benefits until you're 5'5".
Get that 25-cent coffee at McDonald's.
Yeah, but then you get
that communist organization anyway.
Yeah, but don't you get like 10%, 15% off at the certain hotels or what have you?
Well, yeah, I get that anyway, being a military vet.
Well, there you go.
Thank you very much, sir.
We just play that card.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of that, right? So my daughter, she did indoor soccer because last spring they didn't start soccer until like the middle of June because it was so wet they couldn't, you know what I mean? So over the winter they sent out emails and stuff, because we missed like 9 games, right? So they did like an indoor soccer league, right? Which was kind of cool. Anyways, I pull up to this place And I go, wow, all these cars here in these fucking 5 parking spots, they got to be fucking handicap spots. So I'm looking for the blue paint. No blue paint. And I'm pulling into the spot, and right at the head of the spot, you know what it says? Veteran parking.
Awesome.
That's what it said.
Yeah, someplace. Our local grocery store used to do that. They called it superhero parking. And they closed up the store. The place that's there now, they got one spot, and it's like so far back that shit, I might as well just take my chances. I'd be better off being a pregnant mom.
Oh, this one's like right up front, you know.
Yeah, the old store was that way.
Sometimes it's more difficult to park up front in the handicap or whatever because it's harder to get out because everyone's walking by you rather than parking where you would have before and walked.
I park in Euclidville anyways. And I'm not even joking. I park in Euclidville anyway. Like, I won't go food shopping with my wife. Like, I'll take her, but I'll sit in the car. And so I drop her up at the door and I pick her up at the door.
Right.
Yeah, that's what
but when I go, like if she says, hey, go get this, go get that, go get whatever, I park in Euclidville anyways. And that's because when I was a kid, my dad said, I asked my father one time, I go, why aren't we like parking way up that way? And he said, well, you know, because, you know, there's people that, you know, they can't walk as good as me and you. So then, so now that my father's getting up in age, you know, him and I were out and I parked like, I don't know, 6 spots away from the fucking door. And he goes, what are you doing? I goes, Dad, you're one of those people now. Come on. No, I'm not. Go park somewhere else, you know. But that's how he is. Don't matter. It don't matter the weather. Don't matter the rain, snow, sleet, shine, cold. Don't matter. You know.
Yeah, I used to park towards the back. Needed the exercise. Now I can't hardly walk, so I get as close as I can.
Same here. It's really tough for me to decide. Why did I have? That's weird. I lost my chat too.
That's because you're from Michigan.
It's always something with you, Mike.
Hey, I can't get away from the M's. I got Minnesota. I got Michigan. I can't get away from the M's.
You can only come up with.
Nothing wrong with that.
Ready? Minnesota, Michigan, Mass. Come on now.
How many more can you come up with that start with an M?
I just said Minnesota, Michigan, and Mass.
Montana.
Missouri.
Maryland.
Yep. Maryland.
There's a lot of them.
Yep. But it's, you know.
Hawaii, Alaska.
There's a place. There's one of 3 states that if I go, I ain't coming home.
Mississippi.
No.
You got a good chance of not coming
you can
home.
have Mississippi and that dirty river that runs through it.
It starts here in Minnesota, dude.
Does it really?
Yeah, Lake Itasca.
No, Alaska. I go to Alaska. I ain't coming home. I would just say to the wife, send the kids.
Oh, shit. I'll just stay here from going to Alaska.
I was supposed to be able to see the Northern Lights tonight and tomorrow in Michigan.
That's what Helga was telling me. A couple of people were telling me.
Well, they see them in northern Maine, too. I don't know how the fuck that happens, but.
Why not? I've seen them once here. But that's all I've seen them.
I think I know I seen
They
them
were
once,
red.
maybe twice when I was a kid.
Yeah, we had the Northern Lights the one time I saw them, and they were red,
Really?
which is odd because
Really?
they're usually green.
Kind of freaky. I remember like, what the hell? I thought there was like a big brush fire going on or something.
Yeah, I thought it was the aliens coming in.
And I think if I ever make it to Montana, I probably won't come back either.
Montana would be one of those states. I could go there.
You know.
When I was down a year ago visiting Barnaul down in Colorado, I liked it down there. I almost didn't come back.
Colorado, I hear is. I got a friend, a kid I grew up with, was in Dillon, Colorado, and
Yeah, this was oh shit, southeastern Colorado,
he loves it.
way down in the corner. It was nice. It's kind of a high desert down there.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful state. I remember driving through it. It's like, wow.
I've been through most of Colorado, up into the mountains, a couple times with a semi. Not fun going up in the mountains with a semi.
Right. I tell you what, it's not fun having one behind you coming down either.
The
Scare the
furthest,
hell out of you, don't it?
the furthest west I've ever been is Minnesota. I know it's northwest,
I've
but
been to California. I've
that's
been all over out that way.
Right.
Fun.
Haven't been to Oregon or Washington yet.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. I got a daughter in Washington. I should get out there and see her. They usually come here about every other year, so.
HRM says, I've seen a red sunset on St. Paddy's Day. Yeah, Minnesota, Ohio. That's about it. For west of me, anyway. Of course, everything's west of me, but.
You're right.
Right. I've been over there by Mikey, too.
That's something I have not done yet. I would like to do the East Coast.
It's nice. The Northeast is
It's
beautiful.
overrated.
The Northeast is beautiful.
There are not enough truck stops out there.
What do you mean? Well,
And the ones you do find, I went into New Jersey. There was freaking 2 truck stops.
yeah, that's
And they
New
were
Jersey.
absolutely packed.
You sneeze, you're out of it. You drive the Mass Pike in
I know.
Massachusetts, you'll hit a couple.
Maybe. I usually use rest areas anyway.
Yeah, a lot. That's what most of the guys do. But they do have full, like New Hampshire's got 1, 2. Shit, they got 2 within fucking 6 miles of each other, for Christ's sakes. But they've got 1, 2, just that I know of, anyways. Just all on 93. They've got 1, 2. Well, if you want to count the Welcome Center, whatever the hell you call it there, because that has everything for trucks too. You know, they sell everything. You know.
Yep.
4 anyway, right off the top of my head, just on 93. You snowmobile on the Mississippi River, you're out of your mind.
No.
I don't even fish on rivers, like, you know, ice fish. I won't even do that.
He's probably up there where it's just a trickle.
Oh.
No, people do it. It freezes over.
Yeah, but I just have this thing.
That water is moving, and I'm not getting out there.
Exactly. Because you go in that river,
It's gonna suck you down.
yeah. I mean, I went in a lake, and I came out of the hole as fast as I went in the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I only went 8 feet. You know, it was only 8 feet deep. But when I went in, I went right to the bottom, and when my feet hit the bottom, I bent my legs and shot like a rocket right back up the hole. Because that fucking water was, goddamn, was that water cold.
Lucky you found the hole.
But well, that's why I like lakes.
It was only about 4 feet deep.
But that's why I like lakes, because you do a river, the chances you find in the hole is slim and none.
Right.
Yeah.
See a lot of guys nowadays and girls, they have the ice picks with them. And, well, some of the, like, if you get, you know, like Frable sponsors you, if you're like, let's say your YouTube channel, Frable sponsors you, whatever. I mean, you can buy them, but I'm just saying that you can buy this equipment. But I know I was watching this ice fishing video one day, and his came with this jacket, you know, and they're in your sleeve, and you just, and you know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. No, we go driving out on our lake, so.
Yeah,
I
haven't done
make
that.
my annual cross the lake trip this year.
No. Gray Man says Wyoming has a big truck stop in the middle of nowhere.
Yep. Right around Cheyenne.
That's where you need them.
Yep. And it is literally in the middle of nowhere. It's right near Cheyenne. I got stuck there. There was a big accident. I got stuck there for a day.
I got broke down there for a day in the middle of a blizzard. I had to change alternator on my RV by myself.
Uh-oh.
That's why I
just
no
ain't
longer,
enough room to work on them.
I won't travel across Montana, Wyoming, none of that area after November.
Shit, don't they get snow sometimes in October out there?
Yeah. It starts in October.
Totally. Yep.
Yeah, I think I was outside of Laramie.
Yeah, we had a big Halloween snowstorm one year. Dumped 2 feet of snow on us.
Trick or treat. Oh, I didn't like it. Hits a snowball in your face. Whack.
My kids went out trick or treating. There was only a couple inches of snow on the ground. They came back half an hour later. It was like 6 inches on the ground.
Wow.
That was a lot of snow in 24 hours.
I think the last time, the only time I ever know that we had substantial snow late was April Fool's. We got like 18 inches of snow.
Oh, we had, just a few years ago, we had it on my daughter's birthday in May.
Right. And I was going to say that. Now, we didn't get substantial snow, but we got snow back in 2001. It snowed May 18th, and it just covered the grass.
Oh,
you know
no,
what
this
I mean?
was 4 or 5 inches we got. It was May 5th.
But for here, May 18th, getting snow is fucked up.
Well, it's messed up here, too.
I mean, that's just not right.
Cool for us to get snow that late.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're done with it. It's in the 50s. It was 50 today.
Yeah, we'll push it my way, will you?
The snow is... Nope.
It's
I'm
raw
keeping
here.
It is raw. As long as I can.
I drove in New England today. I drove in sunshine. Well, not total sunshine, but the sun was, peeking through. I drove in rain. I drove in sleet. Then I drove in snow.
Yeah.
And then I went to 3 states.
Shoot, we got that all in
I've
2 hours in Michigan.
I've done that. I've gone from the town 15 miles from me. When we lived out on the farm, we lived up between these 2 towns. And it was snowing over there. Then by my place, the sun was shining.
Yep.
And it was raining when I got to Waseca.
Hey, Ohio.
Hey, Tully.
How's it going, Ohio?
Good, brother. How are you?
Good.
Evening, Ohio.
Hello.
Not bad, Ohio. I only sent you the invite like, I don't know, 3 hours ago.
Well,
You worse than fucking Steve. I text Steve at fucking 10 minutes to 8, 10 minutes to 9, rather, and he texted me back at 10 o'clock.
I was elbow deep in building rifles. So
That's I figured you were down in the dungeon.
I think I was sleeping until about 9:28.
Sleeping?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
I work 3rd shift, so.
Yeah.
Right. Get your.
I miss working 3rd shift.
I'm not even working. I don't get up until 10 o'clock.
That I could do. I got no wife and no girls here to make me glad, so I'll be getting up about that tomorrow morning, about 10 o'clock.
Nice quiet house.
My dealer came through for me today.
What's that?
So my dealer came through for me today.
Well, that's good. Good night, Frankie.
Did you get some good Hawaiian or hydroponic?
My Savannah Smiles lemon cookies from the Girl Scouts.
I'll be right back.
Ooh.
That kind of dealer.
Oh yeah.
Have a good night, Frank.
Yeah, that's my
I was
crap.
on a call list this year. It was snowing real bad. I mean, we were like under like a level 2 or level 3 snow emergency, and it was the weekend that the Girl Scouts go out door to door. And the lady's like, I'm not letting my little girls go door to door, on a day like this. It was like, minus 10 degrees or something like that. So she's like, we still had the list from last year of everyone who bought. So we just went through the list and called everybody to see if they'd be interested. And I was like, well, I'm glad you called.
Right.
They just set up down here at the local Walmart or something.
Yeah, they do that too. But
The Walmart or the grocery store. They don't come door to door anymore.
I tend to buy from the ones that put more effort into it.
Yep.
Now, if I walk up to the grocery store and it's like 10 degrees outside and they're all bundled up outside trying to sell cookies, I'll buy a box. Don't get me wrong.
At least one.
Yeah.
I got to stay away from those places because I'll drop $20 in a heartbeat.
Oh,
Yeah.
I dropped 25 today on them.
Then they're gone as you're pulling in the driveway.
Yep, that's about it.
Like, boy, I need some milk.
Oh, they don't put as many in them as they used to, right? Yeah, that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Well, and they charge more for them too now.
I don't even remember how much they were. I think they're $5 a box now instead of 3.
What?
Yeah.
Damn it.
But this is the last year for the lemon ones, the lemon cookies.
Oh, really?
So I bought 3 boxes of those because it's the last year for them.
Should have bought a whole
Still
store.
got any left?
Right. Okay, I need a 2 pallets of the Savannah Smiles lemon cookies.
Right. Then you could have went black market on them and made a ton of money.
Sold them on eBay next year when everyone's like, "Oh, what do you mean they don't have them anymore?" I got them.
Peanut butter ones are the
I
best.
got them.
You
Start taking bigs.
could get you a
Start taking
blouse.
bids on them.
You could get you a little blouse and a little skirt, Ohio, and sell all kinds of cookies.
What do you mean get? I already have that.
And they ain't little either.
Hey, Stevie.
Huh.
How many, when you build this AI, how many are you up to now? 3?
1, 2. When I get all of these 3 of these projects done, I'll have 5, plus 1 missing.
That one kills me, man.
Yeah, the one missing.
No,
I
it ain't missing.
wasn't trying to, break your balls on you, miss some gun or nothing, but.
How do you have one missing?
Oh, you're going to like this one. Go ahead.
I had a gun built to me by the old Abomi crew. I donated a bunch of money.
Yep.
They all got together and donated a bunch of parts and built me a awesome looking vintage AR-15.
Yeah, I saw those videos.
Well, his FFL sent it to my FFL via the U.S. Postal Service. They said they delivered it. My guy said he never got it. And then he closed the store and disappeared.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
Just a tad.
So
that is messed up.
That is bend over, you ain't getting no Vaseline.
Yeah. So the ATF and the local sheriff and the post office is on it. We'll see what happens. It's been what, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks?
That's stupid.
Yeah. So
I heard about a guy. Heard a guy got one sent back to him, came through FedEx. Company said they shipped it to him, and he never got it. But he said he's had FedEx problems before.
Huh.
That's unreal.
I don't know. The few that I've ever shipped out, I had to ship one to Taurus. I got that back right away. But I try not to ship any anymore.
Right. So I had to buy me 3 different ones to help make myself feel better.
I've got a lower sitting out in my shop. I just need to get the rest of the parts for it.
Right.
Man, ever since they passed that law, ever since they fixed the law in Ohio, that one that they, like the one I was telling you guys about where they messed it up and like could ban anything with 60-inch barrels and all that. They fixed that in effect, and it went in it went into effect immediately, and it was signed by the governor, so it got fixed. So now those shockwaves and those TAC 14 Remingtons are 100% totally legal in Ohio. My fucking inbox is flooded with shockwaves. It's like on sale. Everybody's got them now. I'm like,
crazy.
Charles Daly makes a version of one that's only $250 right now.
Oh, really?
So it's probably a Chinese version of it,
Probably. Those Charles Daly shotguns and TriStar are pretty much the same gun. They come from the same place.
Oh, then they're probably Turkish then.
Turkish or Philippines or some crap like that.
Your guns, girl.
Hey, Stevie, why don't you build me a fucking muzzleloader?
Wow, that's interesting. That could be done.
That could be done.
Well, what the hell? They have They have a shotgun that's an AR.
Right. That's probably what you would start with.
And they're fucking expensive too, by the way.
Well, you wouldn't have to start with that. You'd start with like a 450 Bushmaster barrel.
Yeah. Hey, that'd be interesting, wouldn't it? That's an AR. No, it ain't. It's a muzzleloader.
They do put that.
For us folks in Massachusetts, they're not allowed to have ARs, So
yeah, if you could get an unchambered 450 Bushmaster barrel thread the end of it
Yeah.
and put your cap on there for your nipple.
Yep.
You'd be golden.
Yeah. That'd be funny.
Wouldn't that be sweet?
Dude, that idea interests the crap out of me.
There you go.
Yeah. Just kind of reach in the chamber there and pop your cap on.
Yeah.
Now, where would you get the barrel?
Oh, I bet you $1 you could get an unchambered 450 barrel.
Probably. I'm thinking there's a 50 caliber out now too.
There is. There's a
Like a 50 Beowulf or something.
50 Beowulf. That's it.
Sibby, what was it again?
50 Beowulf.
One company's, remember that one company's making the 4570, AR and 4570?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Expensive as hell to shoot, but cool.
Yeah. Well, I reload.
Yeah.
Right. Well, see that one there, because of the straight wall cartridge, you might be able to leave it as is and just thread the end of the barrel. It would have that little ridge in there, but you might get around that.
450 Bushmaster is a straight wall.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. It is. Because it's legal to hunt with in southern Michigan.
Yep. I don't know. I thought about building one.
Hey, GI, what's
I got
up?
that lower doing a whole lot of nothing.
Right.
So I need to build another.
Yeah, I ended up with a couple of lowers. I ordered one online, and it took so long to get here. I bought one at a store, actually cheaper. It's like, oh boy, now I'm in trouble.
I catch them when they're on sale. I've been catching them pretty good.
Yeah.
Get a couple of them at a time. I think I got like $39 into them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Palmetto State.
Primary Arms. They did a flash sale and I picked up a couple of them. And I had a code for free shipping, so I didn't pay that.
Well, if you can find a FFL that won't charge you an arm and a leg.
Mine don't. Mine will transfer as many as fit on the form. As many of them that'll fit on there will charge me $10 to transfer all.
All right. I gotta go, guys.
All right. Be
All right,
careful.
kid.
Later.
Ready. Later.
Well, well, well. Look who came back. How you doing, buddy?
Dude,
The big dog himself.
I had to paint something. You know how that goes. Got to
Right.
pay attention to what you're doing.
All right,
Yep.
so
Coke 5 for the record.
so it has Stevie and Mr. Tolley, and hello, by the way, big dog of the other kind.
Hey, buddy.
What a 15-inch, 20-inch, what? 16-inch.
For a muzzle loader, I'd do. That depends on the twist. Most muzzle loaders don't have a very, very heavy twist.
Right.
They're like a 1 in 30 or something.
Really? That little?
They got
Yeah.
a 1 in 24 here too.
Yep.
Anyways, how about this? Bushmaster 450 pre 16-inch carbon steel black packerized barrel finish. $430.23.
Yeah, they still want a lot of money for them
Yeah.
because they're new.
18.5-inch 5-round no sights black melanite. Ooh, that's a lot of money too. Out of stock. What's the other one?
Did you look at that Kings Online,
The
Steve?
20 inches.
No,
for
I'm scared
36.
to. I got rent due. I mean, mortgage due.
I bought that FN long slide, that 40 cal FN long slide.
Cool, man.
Dude. Never had a 40 cal before, and I'm in love.
And that's some classic arms, Stevie.
I love mine.
Never had one. I had a Glock 36 that was a 45, and I sold it. I didn't care for it. I've got a Ruger SR9 that I love, but that FNS 40 cal long slide, $279. I was pretty happy.
How did you get that?
It's law enforcement trade-in. You go to King's Online Firearms, I believe, is the website. They do strictly law enforcement trade-ins. That's a $700 gun. I got it for $279.99.
Wait,
what was that again? I got a pencil now.
Stevie.
I could post the link, but Mike's a douche, so I can't post the link.
You can post a link. I don't know how to do it.
Can't. I'm not allowed.
Stevie says 450 Bushmaster barrel and bolt
Email
combo.
it to me.
I'll send
Email me the link.
Well, what's your email?
FatmanTully@gmail.
Here, I'll put it on the inside. So you should be able to see it there.
Cool.
There.
Stevie.
Yeah.
So this says 450 Bushmaster barrel and bolt combo, Tromix lead delivery systems. Right? It says includes a ready to install 1 to 24 twist chromoly barrel with a 11/16 to 24 threaded muzzle. Bolt head includes the gas rings, exactor, and injector. $299.
You know what I'd start with is a single shot. Just get a single shot rifle chambered in 450 Bushmaster.
Yeah. Good point.
A break action or something.
Good point.
I know, like the Rossi Wizard I can get a muzzleloader barrel for it.
I mean, because what the hell? They turn shotguns into fucking muzzleloaders, right?
Yeah.
That's empty. What the hell?
Wouldn't that be... See, now, if that guy wasn't such a dink, I could have wrote into his show and asked him to do it. That idiot did that fucking touches kids. The TV show there.
Yeah.
You guys who know Red Jacket Arms.
Oh, Will Hayden.
Will Hayden, that idiot.
Yeah.
See, now if he wasn't such a dink and the show was still on, I could have wrote in a letter to the show. Hey, why don't you make a muzzleloader out of a fucking AR for me, will you?
Did you see that link, Mr. Tolley?
Why can't you post the link?
It hasn't come up.
Because I don't have a wrench, Michael.
What do you mean? You have a fucking...
No, I don't.
Did I take it away from you?
You never gave it to me.
Print something on the outside and chat, you fucking ding dong.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, I can't see the outside chat anyway.
Oh, then it don't matter then. Huh? Now you don't need a wrench.
There you go. I posted something.
And you expect to get a friggin' G-Trap? Where the hell you been, brother? You're late.
I don't have a wrench.
I put it on the inside, Mr. Tolley. You can't see it?
Yeah, I didn't see it come up.
That's because the wrenches didn't come out until after you were I hadn't seen you, Mr. Tolley.
According to Dawson, somebody
see it there?
Trident Armory make a 50 cal muzzleloader upper for an AR.
I just put you as a moderator.
Really?
Say that again, Steve.
Trident Armory make a 50 caliber muzzleloader upper for an AR-15.
Holy shit!
Oh, how much is that, Stevie?
Yeah.
They've got that site has a Bushmaster AR-15 with a heavy barrel 1x9 twist barrel, law enforcement trade-in for $499.
Wow.
$699.
That ain't bad, Steve.
For the upper. That's
okay. You're talking about that.
That's a lot.
Yeah, you know why, Big Dog of Leather Kind? Because I brought up the fact that's because these guys are talking about the ARs, and I asked Stevie about his AR, and then he told Mr. Tully about his woes with the one that got lost. And I said, you know what they should come out with is a fucking AR muzzleloader, and that's what got us on this kick. And then Mr. Tully and Stevie said you could probably use a 450 Bushmaster's barrel.
You know, I don't have an AR. Most of the rifles that I own are family heirloom, old, pre-1960 rifles that were just given to me, that were willed to me by family. And I don't care what they were. I mean, I've got an original JP Sauer from Germany. I have the German seal of authenticity, 12 gauge, hammerless, side by side with all the engraving on it. I don't care what that gun's worth. It was my grandpa's gun. You could offer me 50 grand for it. I tell you to go fuck yourself. Well, it's my grandpa's gun.
Look at it this way. If you buy yourself a couple of ARs now, it will be your son's heirlooms.
Well, and that's what I was thinking. I was leaning real heavy because I've never actually put a gun together. And that's why I was looking really hard at the Palmetto Arms, at the Liberty AR-15, because I know what it is. It's an entry-level AR. It's not top of the line, but it's something that I could buy and I could put together myself. And like you said, I could hand it down to my son. So, I mean,
Dad built this.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I have my grandpa's 30-30 lever action in the gun cabinet now. And in Ohio, you can't do anything with that gun. You can't hunt with that gun.
You can't hunt with a 30-30?
No, you're not allowed. No, you can't. You can't use high-powered rifle in Ohio. You can only hunt shotgun. So I can shoot varmint. With the 30-30, I can shoot varmint. You can shoot like coyotes and groundhogs and shit like that, but you can't go deer hunting with it.
Isn't that weird? Why is that?
You can hunt a coyote with a 30-30, but you can't deer. Your laws are as stupid as Massachusetts.
Yeah.
But do you know why? Do you know why? Because Ohio's flat. That's why. Ohio is flat. That's why. Yeah, because a 12-gauge slug doesn't travel anywhere near the distance that a fucking 30-30 should.
Well, I can tell you why Massachusetts doesn't let you hunt with a rifle, except if you're hunting coyote with a 22.
Because they're fucked.
No. Because of the people density bullshit per square, whatever.
Okay.
Won't allow you to use the fucking rifle.
Yeah, but then why would they let you shoot varmints with the same rifle that you can't deer hunt with?
But you know what doesn't make sense? I can get a Henry Big Boy. I can get a Henry Big Boy and put a 357 Magnum pistol shell or revolver round in it, and I can deer hunt with that. But I can't deer hunt with a 30-30. I quit trying to figure out the laws a long time ago.
I can't deer hunt with a 30-30 here either. I can take a 30-06 and go out and shoot a coyote. No, I live down south.
That's right.
We get a deer hunting's all shotgun down here. But I can use an 06 to go shoot a coyote.
Well, I technically have to. When I go deer hunting, I got to have a plug in my shotgun. I'm only allowed to have 3 rounds.
Right.
3 rounds to go. Oh, you don't ever make fun of my fucking state again, all right?
You lose your gun in the woods. You don't count.
The only three I have to have in my gun is for fucking bird. That's it. And I have to have a plug in that for bird season. That's it.
Yep.
Other than that, and that, it's bird, turkey on it. You know what I'm saying? You can only have 3. You get caught.
Dude,
you get caught without the plug. Usually, it's a fucking fine up your ass is what they give you.
I have never in my 38 years of life, deer hunting since I've been 12, I have never seen a game warden one time. And my deer gun is an 870 Wingmaster in 16 gauge. And I don't put a plug in that fucking gun. I put 5 shots in it. I don't care. I've never seen a game warden in my life, ever.
No, I have.
I'm not worried about it. It is what it is.
I've seen them in fucking 3 states.
But stop playing.
We hunt family land. I've got 2 150-acre farms.
You haven't seen them. Go on public land. You'll see them.
Well, fuck. Why would I go on public land when I have 250-acre farms that I can hunt that are full of cornfields?
this is my point. You'll never see them in your 38 years of life because they're not going to go on private land.
Yeah, they can't go on private land.
If you were going to hunt public land, I will guarantee you, whenever day your hunting season opens, okay, I guarantee you, you will see, by the time it closes, you'll see one.
HRM
I've never hunted public land ever.
Well,
literally, I've never tagged a deer. We don't have to tag a deer. When we tag a deer, we go on. It used to be you had to take it to. There was a local grocery store, Golden Dawn, that we would have to take the deer to and tag it there as a landowner. We don't have to do that anymore. You go online now. Here you go. Boom. Landowner tag. Done. Takes 10 minutes online.
Wow.
I take it to fucking Trumbull Locker. They cut it, vacuum seal it, the whole shooting match, $100 out the door. Process done.
You don't do it yourself? Save the $100.
No, hell no. I don't have the ability to grind and do all that bullshit. No. Here you go. $100. Vacuum sealed, done. Here you go. I take you dead deer. You bring me back shit to put in my freezer. Done. Hasta mañana. Have a good day.
What kind of hunter are you?
About it.
You go.
Fucking
HRM Weapons Machine has come up with a cool idea. A 410 AK.
There you go.
You know what's cool? Have you seen
That'd be
Chiappa?
cool.
Chiappa makes it, and it's the Triple Crown.
I think they already make that though. Doesn't Sega does that?
Have you seen that Triple Crown? That Triple Crown 12 gauge, Steve? It's 3 barrels.
I've never seen.
Yeah, I have.
Dude, I want one really bad. I just can't. Well, I can justify it. I can't get the old lady to justify spending $1,200 on a.
You know how heavy that monster would be?
I don't give a shit. Look at the size of me. I'm not a meth head like you. I'm a big old boy. It'll be all right.
I want that Chiappa single barrel fold up shotgun with all the rifled inserts for it.
You can put it in your backpack.
That scout gun that's got everything. It's got a 45. It's got a full. Yeah.
Is that the one you can put in your backpack?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the interchangeable barrels.
I saw that on YouTube. Folds it right down. It's like this big, right? You fold it down, put it right in this fucking backpack.
When those first hit the market, the whole shooting match in the kit was like $400 or $500. Now they're up to 800.
You know what I want? You all are going to laugh at me because there's absolutely no point in having this.
Well, we're going to laugh at you anyway, but go ahead.
Well, come on. You're from Massachusetts. We laugh at you by default. I want a Taurus Raging Judge.
What's wrong with that?
I want a revolver that shoots .454 Casull because when fucking zombie elephants invade Ohio, I want to be able to kill them with a revolver. I just think that would be awesome.
What is that? Oh, Steve, that's what I meant to send you.
What, $1,000?
No.
Oh, damn.
The video
more like
I
1,200.
watched.
That would replace the rifle that you lost. It was out loud. Hey, by the way, though, your sling's going to be fucking awesome. I'm just saying.
Cool, man. I'm excited.
4 coats. Dude, Mr. Tolley, you can attest to this. Painting white on black leather is a pain in the ass.
Oh, I don't paint. I paint because it's a pain in the ass.
Right there. Look at there it is. Hashtag be like Ed.
Okay.
Cool.
Guys,
And then,
a
Steve, did I show
45.
you this?
You ready for this? Guys, I watched Kentucky Ballistics put out a video the other day, all right? Okay. It's a 45-70 snub nose handgun revolver.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
I got the Liberty. I got
Kentucky Ballistics. You want to check out a fucking gun? Dude, I shit you not. It's no joke. Kentucky Ballistics is this guy's YouTube channel. All right. And the name of the video is the most powerful snub nose revolver. Punch it into your friggin' search. I'm telling you. It's funny. It's fucking funny.
45-70 in a revolver?
Yes. I shit you not. Go look it up.
Shit.
Not even joking.
Now, Now I've got a Liberty Arms.
Calls it the BFR. It's a BFR, big frickin' revolver.
Yeah.
Shoots 45-70, made by Desert Eagle, Magnum Research.
I've got a Liberty Arms that shoots 45 ACP or 410 shot shell, and that's a 2-shot Derringer. That's my pocket gun. I carry that all the time.
You got I'm telling you, check out that video, Kentucky Ballistics. Check out the video. How do you even carry something like that? You're gonna need a fucking leather holster from Mr. Tolley to fucking carry this fucking thing.
Oh yeah, here we go. He's on the chat now, Mike. Let's.
I already broke your balls. You weren't here. It ain't even fun anymore. You weren't here.
Every fucking time. Every time I show something, you're almost as good as Mr. Tolley. Fuck you, Mike.
I told him that already. I told him that already. But listen to me. I'm dead serious. Go check that fucking gun out. It's a riot. It really is a riot. You got to check it out.
Say the name. Kentucky what?
Every time.
Kentucky Ballistics. It's an absolute fucking howl.
Every time.
I'll stick to my 41 mag.
Every time I show something, Mike's like, "Oh, that's great. You're almost as good as Mr. Tolley." Every time, no matter what.
60. How are you, my friend? Great to see you.
You dick.
I hope things are well.
I don't even carve leather that much anymore.
Wow, I haven't seen you in such a long time. I'm glad to see you here.
I'm trying to carve more. I'm really getting into it, man. Like the flowers and the shit like that. Not Sheridan. I don't like Sheridan style. That's not my thing. But like the sunflower. Like here, I just did this one. That one turned out really good.
Yeah,
I thought that was.
I don't know. I just did my logo in a notebook cover.
I saw that. That turned out really good.
Posted it on Instagram. Yeah, that turned out
really good. What do you use a filigree blade or do you still use the flat blade?
No, that one. That one I did it with a angled blade.
Yeah, the filigree
quarter-inch wide angled blade.
Like that one.
Yep.
Now, have you used ceramics at all, or are you still using steel?
No, I use steel. I'm a steel guy. I'll never use ceramics.
I can't get into it. I mean, you can't put an edge on a ceramic blade. You just can't. And if you drop it, you're boned. You know what I mean? And I'm fat and I drop shit.
No, you're not.
I drop it all the time.
That angle cut, that little
steel, if I drop it, I could reprofile it on the grinder.
Right, exactly. But you can't do that with a ceramic blade. You're boned. If you do that with a ceramic blade, you're done.
Plus, on that 45-degree angle sharp point, you know that little tip would pop off.
It doesn't work very well.
I stopped using. I mean, I've got a couple of the. I've got a couple of the 3/8, flat blades, but I don't use them. I mean, the filigree blade, the 1/4-inch filigree blade is what I use the most.
Yeah, I still use my 3/8 flat blade.
I don't use flat blade at all. That's it. That's all I use is that guy right there for the most part. For any carving that I do, I use that.
I have a tendency to tip it at quite an angle though, and with the 3/8 blade, it spreads the cut out a little more because I'm at such an angle with it.
What are you using for?
When I'm carving, my knife is sitting.
What are you using for rouge? Are you using like jeweler's rouge or are you using that green shit?
Mother's Mag and aluminum polish.
I'll try that. I just got the Tandy jeweler's rouge.
Yeah, no, I've been using Mother's for years.
I'll have to try that because
I use it on my knives and everything.
I've got a couple. I bought it. I'm gonna lie. Well, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna tell the truth. I bought a Barry King swivel knife and I don't like it. And that fucking swivel knife cost me like $100. I bought that swivel knife and it was like $125. And I was just
yeah, I won't buy Berry King stuff. It's all too damn expensive.
The main mall that I use.
Hey, Big Dog.
Where I put it, but it came from Stalker Steve, for the record.
Big Dog, look at me.
Oh, really?
Go like this.
Huh? What do you want, bro?
Whew.
Hey, you need any snaps?
You had a wow. Yeah, I think you had a fuzzy on your beard there. It was driving me nuts.
Oh Jesus, we're gonna start calling you Johnny Solar. Get all friggin'
and your flag's crooked.
They did, probably.
And your head's not in the center.
No, I've watched a lot of Mr. Tolley videos, and I gotta say, man, you make a hell of a holster, and I've not delved into that in any way, shape, or form. And like this is the last holster that I made. So I mean, it's nothing special compared to what you make. I've watched a lot of your videos, man, and you.
I think my favorite one that I made. My favorite one that I made was the cross draw that I made for TR Prepper.
Nice job on that one. You did a nice job on Ed's too.
Yeah. Do you have do you have blue guns at all? Have you ever done the molded holsters?
Yeah, they're all molded. I just don't put all the detail into the forming, because it doesn't need it.
Right.
Why do work you don't need to do?
No, man.
I get enough in there to get good retention. That's all I
use
do.
this one. I made this one for my SR9, and I love it. I mean, for what it is, that works for me. It ain't nothing special, but it works.
Doesn't have to be special. Just got to do the job.
Well, fucking talk to Mike DeLucia. He'll tell you about how about it should be special and how one day you'll be able to be like Mr. fucking Tolley, because he tells me that every chat.
And I only tell you that just to keep your hopes up that someday you will be. But you know what? You never will be, so knock it off.
Oh, jeez.
All right?
So, all right.
Fuck you.
I've got an order for a holster right now for a Ruger GP100. The worst part, I can't find a blue gun for it because this guy's got the Talo edition. And the barrel's longer, and he wants a closed toe.
Why would you want a closed toe on a semi? I don't get it. Why? On
a revolver. I just don't understand it.
No, why? No. I still say I've got that Buscadero pattern, and I'm going to make Steve that gun belt, whether he likes it or not. I'm just going to make it. You're just going to get it in the mail one day, Steve. You're not even going to fucking know it's coming.
Okay, I'll hold my breath.
Well, don't hold your breath. Well, I was going to make, never mind. Anyways. No.
I can't use a crossdraw holster because I just got too much of a belly.
Well, you and me are about the same in that aspect, brother. So I can understand. I had an old boy ask me. It was funny. He goes, I want a belt, and I want a double thick. I want a concealed carry. I want a duty belt. I'm like, okay, duty belt, big deal. Made lots of those.
Yep.
1 3/4 blank. I'll put 2 of them together, 8 ounce. You know, you can hang whatever you want to hang off the side of it, no problem. He goes, well, I got a 52-inch waist. I'm like, oh, all right, you know.
So what?
I'm a big old boy too. What's your point? All right, you know, we'll make you whatever you want. He goes, well, I want a knife sheath to match it too. Okay, cool. You know, it's a custom knife. It is not it was a Tom Chitwood knife, but I don't have that knife. So if you want me to make a custom sheath for that, and you want a trapper style sheath, you got to send me the knife, dude. Like that's how it works, you know? So long story short, we have like this 45-minute conversation about all the shit he wants on this belt and all the shit he wants on this knife sheath. And I'm like, okay, cool. No problem. Yeah, I can do that. Blah, blah, blah. He gets to, well, what do you charge me for the belt and the knife? And I'm like, well, you know, the blanks for the belt, you want an 1 3/4 blank. I get a hold of Weaver. They're $13 a piece for the blanks. You want 2 of them because you want it double thick. Okay, so we're at $26. You want the knife sheath.
Do you have a machine that'll sew that?
Well,
I
could cut.
That'll sew 2 letters.
Well, no, I don't.
2
I
layers.
I do it by hand. I'd contact cement it together. I'd use barge cement and I'd contact it together and then I'd saddle stitch it together. So it'd be all by hand. You know, I don't have a.
Which takes absolutely forever.
Oh fuck. I love it. You're preaching to the choir when it comes to sewing. Like people don't get, like, if you do a real saddle stitch, not a running stitch, a real saddle stitch, that takes time. That takes an innate amount of time. You know, long story short, I get into
when you're
this,
talking about a 52-inch long waist, you're talking huge,
52
huge
inches is a long
belt.
fucking way around.
right? So I get into it.
And you basically you're going around it twice.
Well, and you are, because that's how it works. So I'm doing the math and I'm like, okay, altogether I've got about $50 in material, and I don't do this for a job. I didn't even charge them that, dude. I said 100. I said 125 for the belt for the belt and the sheath. $125.
No wonder why
he comes back. He comes back with, well, I didn't realize it would be that much. Get the
that much
out of here. Why are you talking to me? Oh my God. Really? Really? Go away.
Minutes on the phone.
Yeah.
Like
Lisa said.
Jesus H. Christ.
And then he goes, well, I don't know if I want to send you the knife. I don't know if I can send you. Dude, go away. Just go away. Stop. Go away.
I remember,
leave me alone.
I remember one time I was at.
I do it all the time. I get knives sent to me all the freaking time to do sheets for. I work with a custom maker out in Mesa, Arizona, who sends me knives all the time to get sheets made for them.
You know, when it's a custom knife like that, it's not a, it's not a Mora Companion, or it's not a something that you can go buy at the store for $20 or whatever. You have to have it because you're form fitting that knife to that sheath, and that's what people don't understand.
Exactly.
Like you're making a custom sheath. You spent how much money to purchase this custom knife? Do you want some dollar store sheath? Talk to Just in Time Prepping. Leave me the fuck alone.
Oh, and by the way, when I went on the Amazon to buy Frank his knife, I noticed they now offer a leather sheath for Mora knives for like $30 for those who don't like the plastic.
I got a template for a fucking Mora leather sheath.
Yeah, but you try to make shit. You try to make shit out of belly.
Too,
yeah, I got to quit my second job to do that, though. I got no fucking time.
Did you see Tandy's
you warned me a long time ago, and I didn't. It's not that I didn't listen, but I just, you know what I mean. And I haven't been able to get out of it yet.
Mr. Holly, have you seen Tandy's latest sale?
Oh, I probably have. I just usually ignore it.
Well, you ignore it for the most part, but they're selling bellies for $10.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'd buy a belly for $10. I mean, for a sheath, you can use a belly for a sheath. Why not? For $10, shit, you get 7 or 8 sheaths out of that.
Oh yeah, how many do you get out of a side though?
Well, yeah, but so I bought the last sides that I bought. Well, I didn't even buy sides. I bought double belt bends from Springfield. They had those European double belt bends for $99. I bought 4 of them because, well, you know where they came from? They came from Scandinavia, of all things. I called Springfield and I said, hey, I want to order 2 more of those double belt bends. And they're like, yeah, we don't have any more of them. And I'm like, well, what do you mean you don't have any more of them? What the fuck? And they're like, no, it was a patent thing. They were selling double belt bends, and they were huge. I mean, they were averaging 18 square feet on a double belt bend. That's how big they were for $100.
That's big.
Yeah, and then they would skive them for free. So if you called them and said, "Hey, I want it skived down to 4 ounce," they were like, "Okay, cool, no problem. We'll skive it down to 4 ounce, no problem, no charge."
Do they
if
send
you call in. No, they don't send you the split, but they skived it for free. So, yeah. What do you use the split for, though? I mean, other than a welt, what are you going to use the split for?
You can use it for welts. You can use it for lining on other projects.
I've never lined anything. I mean, I've made a lot of rifle slings. I've made a lot of guitar straps. The only time I lined a guitar strap was with anything. I used pigskin. I used a dyed pigskin to line a guitar strap with. But other than that, if I'm making a guitar strap and it's 10 ounce leather, fuck out of here. What the hell do I need to line it with anything? Go away. 10 ounces.
A groovy suede coat.
Yeah, see, I get suedes just for that, for lining.
Where do you get your suede from? Like, Springfield has a lot of really good suede deals, but where do you get your suedes from?
My last suede came from Hide House.
I've never bought anything from them. Are they pretty decent?
Yeah, the quality's good.
Hey,
I've heard of Hide House is good, and I've heard of what's the other one? Frog Jelly. Frog Jelly is supposed to be really good too, but I've never bought anything from them.
Never heard of them.
Hey, Weaver,
yeah.
HRM Weapons, to get back to when you were talking about someone, HRM Weapons says, get a hand wheel stitcher.
What the hell's a hand wheel stitcher?
I have no idea. I figured you guys would know.
Well, if you're talking, like a Titman boss is
it's still $500 at least.
500. If you could find a Titman boss, $500, I'll kiss your ass.
I've been looking at other machines, and I can get a full blown sewing machine for leather for $500.
Where? Please send me the link. Where?
There's a few places that deal with used equipment here in Minnesota.
You can buy now. Have you seen those cobbler? Have you seen those cobbler machines? They're styled after the A31, after the Singer. Well, no, you can buy one of those Japanese cobbler machines off of friggin' Amazon for $150.
Really?
You gotta, those cobbler machines, the hand crank machines. You can buy them. I'll send you the link. You can buy them off of Amazon for $150 all day long. Now,
you two need to get a room.
What, are you mad that Mike's chat has become the leather chat?
Hell no, I think it's interesting.
No, but I'm saying that it's literally called a cobbler patching machine. And if you go on Amazon and you type in cobbler patching machine, you will find a hand crank patching machine. It comes from Japan, and they're $150. You gotta fiddle fart around with them a little bit, but you can get them.
Cobbler what?
Cobbler patching machine.
I'll have to look those up.
$150.
Because I've been looking. The one I'm looking at is a Singer 111. I think it is.
Well, I'd love to find a Singer A31. If you could find a harness stitcher, an A31.
Right. So you have. Let me interrupt here. You have 429 results. Hello. Fistus hand machine cobbler, shoe repair machine, dual cotton nylon line sewing machine. 132.
How much?
132.
Right there.
Yatech hand cobbler, shoe repair machine, dual cotton nylon line sewing machine, 115.
And those are walking foot. Those are walking foot machines. And Mr. Tolley, you'll know what I mean when I say walking foot.
Mr. Tolley.
Oh, did he?
The problem with those machines is they are made to repair leather shoes. So the walking foot on them is they actually have barbs on them. You don't want that for like a belt or a sling because they actually scar the material that you're working with. You don't want that.
My grandfather worked in a leather factory for fucking 60 fucking years.
Now, I have seen guys that have filed down those walking feet that have the barbs on them and then put Gorilla Tape on the bottom of them, and it's worked.
Well, you know what's funny? When you were talking about that guy that wanted you to do the thing for $125, well, you were going to charge him $125, and he thought that was fucking outrageous. I was up north at the bike week in Laconia, and the guy was selling. The guy made, they were handmade saddlebags. Okay?
What was he selling them for?
Ready? Saddlebags. Okay. And the guy is pissing and moaning about the fucking price of the saddlebags. $475.
I'm gonna show you something, Mike. Right there. See this? What's that say right there?
Motorcycle accessory patent something.
I got the patterns to make any saddlebag, sissy bar, everything. But here's the problem. You can go on Amazon and type in saddlebag, and you can get a saddlebag kit for $150. It's made by some starving fucking Ethiopian in goddamn Guatemala that's getting paid 3 cents an hour to make it.
Right.
Or it's a machine made, But
this wasn't human. But this wasn't machine. This wasn't machine made. Anyway, the guy thought that the guy selling the saddlebag was out of his fucking skull, right? And I'll never forget it. So I'm standing there and I'm listening to the little argument here, and some chick walks up, and well, she wasn't walking. She was kind of like two people behind this guy, and she says, "Excuse me," she says, "How much are those?" Yeah, that's what we're talking about. She goes, "Well, is she gonna buy those?" And the guy says, "No, not today." She says, "I am. Thank you. Here you go." Without even batting an eyelash, because she knew. You know what I mean?
But here's the difference. There is people that can look at a leather item and say that was made by hand by a craftsman, or they just don't care and they say, perfect example, lady at work, she shoots archery, right? And she says, "Oh, hey, I want a quiver." I'm like, "Okay. What do you want on it?" "Oh, I want mountains, and I want a deer carved into it, and I want all this shit." And I'm like, "Okay, well, you've got $50 in material, but you've got 10 hours worth of carving in it. Are you gonna, what am I gonna charge for all this artwork that you want put on it? You want a deer, you want mountains, you want fucking trees and whatever. Cool, fine. I can do all that. That's fine." I told her, I said, "Well, for the material and the time, I charge you $150 for the quiver." "Oh, I can go to Gander Mountain and buy one for $79.95.
Go to Gander Mountain, bitch.
Do that.
Fucking, why are you talking to me then? Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
Piss off. Leave me
I
alone.
learned that a long time ago. Somebody said, "Well, I can get a holster just like that from freaking Varsity Leather, and it's only going to cost me $39.95.
Yep, go buy it.
Like, well, you go get that one.
It's
I'm
hard,
giving you
though.
a deal at $75.
In another month and a half, you're going to be coming back and asking me if I can get another one.
Well, and it's just it.
Yeah.
People don't understand. And Mr. Tully, you'll understand. When you make something, you're making that by hand. You're not using power tools. You're not using a sewing machine. You're physically stitching that fucking thing together by hand. You're burnishing it by hand. You're dyeing it. You're edge coating it. You're top coating it. You're doing everything by hand. You're not a factory. If you want a factory item, go to eBay. Go to Amazon. Go to wherever. Leave me the fuck
Go
alone.
get your $30 Varsity holster. The leather's half the thickness of what I use, and it'll last you, you know, a year, maybe a couple of years if you're lucky.
If I make a knife sheath, I make a knife sheath out of 8-ounce leather. Like that shit's gonna outlive you and me. You know what I mean?
Yep, that's all I use for them. 7 to 8 ounce for all my knife sheaths. Most of my holsters are 8 to 9, 9 to 10.
Right. I don't want that. I don't want that thin shit.
Fall
like
apart.
I made a wallet. I
got one of those too.
I don't know where it is, but anyways, I made a wallet.
I got one of those too.
I made a wallet. Shut up, Mike.
Look, I want to show the insignia right there. Can you see that right there? Can you see that?
Nope.
See that? That's a Mr. Tolley fucking icon insignia right there. Okay, just so you know.
He sent you one. I ain't sending you a big dog one for free. You want one? It's $50.
Well, what the fuck? You think really? Come on now. I've had this for fucking how long now?
I don't know. It's been a couple of years anyway.
Fuck yeah.
No,
you bought one too. You bought one from me too.
I did buy you one and I gave it away.
You ever look at Maker's Leather, Mr. Tolley?
Yeah. Yep.
They got some really nice templates. I think you and I have talked about that.
Yep.
And I bought their Roper wallet template, and I gotta say, for what it is, you know, for $50, you buy their, well, no, I don't think it was $50. I think it was 30, 35, something like that. It's pretty straightforward. Here you go. Lay it out, cut it out, sew it together. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Put your shit on it.
I kind of like the way they do their card slots.
I do like that. That Tyvek with the Tyvek. Dude, that is so great because laying out card slots is a pain in the ass. And if you do that with that Tyvek,
I don't know how well that double stick tape is going to hold up though.
Yeah, but you're stitching it together. And I put a little bead of Gorilla Glue on it. I put a little bead of Gorilla Glue right on top of the double-sided tape.
Yeah, I still don't trust it.
For the life of what that is and the amount of wear that's really going to get, I mean, come on.
Yeah. But I suppose a guy could pop a stitch line in there, too. It ain't that big a deal.
You could, but I know that Aaron Heisner from Maker's Leather, he even said if you don't want to buy Tyvek, he said call the post office. They'll send you Tyvek envelopes for free.
Yeah.
You can get the Tyvek material that they sell from the post office for free.
Yep. Yeah.
Don't ask me how I know about that.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't dare.
I've got plenty of them sitting here. Because I'll use those Tyvek envelopes just for sending out knife sheets and stuff if I don't have the knife with them. You know, if it's like for a Mora or something. But I don't like doing those. I like doing just the custom stuff.
Well, and I had a guy that sent me it was a Jeff White knife. It was a Jeff White, I don't remember what it was. He sent me the knife and said, can you make me a sheath? I said, yeah, no problem. I made him the sheath. And for a big knife, I don't like doing I don't know what you call it, the taco method. You know what I mean? The fold over method.
Yeah.
For a really big knife, I do a welt both sides. You know, for when you're talking a 10-inch blade, you don't do a taco for that. You do a welt on both sides. So I did it. I made it.
You mean something like that?
Bigger than that.
Like that?
Bigger than that. That's a fold over. That's a fold over. I can look
it's
at that
not.
until
There's a
that's.
welt on
Yeah,
it.
it is. Yeah, it is. There's no. Well, there's one welt.
One welt.
What I'm talking
Yeah.
about is a welt on both sides. When it's a 10-inch
You've
blade,
got a
there's
front piece,
there's
you've got a
two
welt,
welts.
and you've got a back piece.
Right, but on a big blade,
I call
on
them
a
a
big
3-piece.
blade,
I call them a 3-piece sheath.
right. On a big blade, there's a welt all the way around, and there's two pieces. Anyways, long story short, this guy sent me the knife. I made the sheath. I sent it back to him. He had this other guy make him a sheath, and it fell apart. It fell apart. The fucking sheath fell apart. Not mine. The other guy's sheath fell apart on his live stream. And he was like, "Oh well, you know."
Fucking HRM.
Anyways,
HRM says, I got a Marlboro Rewards leather shave bag, wallet, and keychain 25 years ago. Remember the Marlboro Miles?
Yeah.
I was so excited invoicing them, I started coughing up a lung.
I used to collect Marlboro Miles.
Yep. All right, listen, it's getting late. It's like 12:35 in the a.m. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say thanks a million for coming in. Mr. Big Dog Leatherkind came in twice. He was nice to do that twice. Stevie finally made it. Our young lady decided that, you know, the chat she was going to have was going to be boring, so she came over to my chat.
I was shouting out Mike's chat.
And Mr. Tolley returned to the Quagmire after a long absence.
Nice to see you, Mr. Tolley.
It certainly was. It certainly was.
It's nice to come back.
And
I've been working too much.
yeah, you know, I told you that. I told you a couple of minutes ago. You said that to me a long time ago. You said, Mike, yeah, the money's good, but you know what? And guess what? I fucking hate it, and now I'm fucked because I need the money.
Yeah.
Oh, it sucks. It sucks because I don't have time to spit. You know, because the girls have this stuff on the weekend.
I need to work.
You know what I mean? So it's
Yep.
and I do want to thank everybody.
I need to work, but I don't need to kill myself.
Right. I do want to thank everybody else in the chat room for coming in. Thanks for hanging with us tonight. And once again, Mr. Uncle Kyle, I hope you're doing well, and I'll talk to you soon. So we're going to get out of here. Listen, Stevie, you doing a chat tomorrow night?
That's the plan, man.
I'll probably be late, but I'll be here. So you guys, tomorrow night, Stevie usually starts around 9:30 or so.
And you
So
guys start late.
Go on Stalker Steve's channel. All right. We're out of here. Peace, and have a good week.